So this one will be for the last one, which is the gasket looking thing. So you open FreeCAD, go to parametric drawing. So you create your sketch. We are going to use the XY plane, and then we are going to draw our basic rectangle. This time around we can, let's go to the rectangle. Use your centered rectangle, click on that, come to the origin. Let's put in our basic dimensions, which we can always adjust later on. But I think let's do it this way. Let's first of all draw the basic rectangle. Let's leave it like that. We'll put dimensions later on. Now, I want to teach you how to form curves or fillets or arcs around the your basic drawing. So I can select this line, and go and do this. You see, this is called the sketch fillet tool. So if I click on this, I can do this, and do this, I can do this, I can do this. But someone who is perceptive would already know that there seems to be an easier way to go about this, which is to use what? So I can select everything like this and press delete, and then I can come to the rectangle tool and click on rounded rectangle, and then I can draw my rectangle. You see, it's already rounded from the beginning. You see. So I've created a rounded rectangle. I can just say I want this and this to be symmetric across this. Let's keep that for now until we dimension them. So I've used the rounded rectangle tool. I've used the rounded rectangle tool. So let's give it inside the diagram. You would see there's there are drawings inside it. So you see R5. What is R5 telling us? That the radius of the edge is what? 5. So since they are all equal, we can just take one of it, press letter D, and press 5. So we'll make the radius 5. Also, so we can now dimension between this point and this point and press dimension D. In the drawing, it says it is what? 36. And I believe this is a square. So this and this should be what? This line. If this is a square or a square-ish shape, then this and this line ought to be equal. I press letter E, and then they are equal. And then we want this diagram to be in the middle of the sketch axis here. So I can select this. I can select this. I can select this line. I can select this and press letter S. This is not doing what I want, so let's just do the traditional ones. Let's select this point. Let's select this point. And let's select this line. Let's make it symmetric. And then let's select this point. Let's select this line. And let's select this point. And let's make it symmetric. So you can see that's symmetric already. So FreeCAD can be funny sometimes. So we have that. So we have our basic drawing, the shell. So let's go on to draw other parts of it. Let's draw the big circle in the middle. So we go to the circle tool, and then we click on the origin, and then we give it the dimension, which is what? 27. 27, we are recording, which is 27. So we have that one sorted out too. And then we have these small ones at the edges, which are 6 each. So I click on this, you come here, this dot, and then we give it a dimension. The dimension is 6. You see? So I can do Ojoro, I can do an arc. I can decide to just go and start drawing the circles on each of these edges. Do you understand? Or I can click on the circle, I can click on this line, and I can go to the symmetry tool, which should be called the mirror tool. So on some versions it's called the symmetry tool, but it's the mirror tool now in the newer versions. So I click on this, I click on mirror tool, and I mirror it across this. The only problem with it is, you see, it is not green because it's not totally coincident. So I can just click on this and click on this and make it coincident. I can also select, I can do the same thing again, select this and this, and select the mirror tool. I mirror across this line, So the only thing is I need to go and make them coincident again. So this, I don't know, this. So you have this and this coincident. So you see everything is already 6 millimeters. If you like, you can select all of them and make them equal, and then dimension them. Like I said, there are many ways to go about this. And then we have these little dots surrounding the big 27 millimeter circle. So for that, we are going to use construction geometry. So I'm going to click on this, change it to construction geometry. I'm going to draw a circle. That circle, I will make this the origin, and I'll draw it a little bit around here. It is said that the distance for that should be, let me see, it's not specified here. Is it 2? Not specified. So I will make this, the other one is 27. Let's make this 32. Let's make this 32. So you see there's a line there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select, go back to this. So we already have a good drawing here. Let's go through another way of going about it. So let's just delete this. Let's delete this. So we have this already. Let's close the sketch. And then in the diagram, it says the gasket is 2 millimeters thick. So what do? We pad it. We pad the sketch. Let's call it, let's name it base profile. And then we did not name the body itself. Control S. Let's give it a name. Let's call it diagram 3. So click on this sketch and pad it to 2 millimeters. 2 millimeters here. So we already have that. So what we should do now is we should click on this face now and create a new sketch. So what I want us to do now is go to the circle tool. Since we were not given a dimension of how far away the circles are, so we can just use our discretion. Click on the circle tool and then click on this line here. But we're given the dimension of the circle, which is 2. So it is what? 2. So if you look at it very well, I've made this circle coincident with this line. It can move from left to right, it can only move along this line. So I'll put it at a comfortable distance, so like this, something like this. So it's a O. So what do? I close it. Let's call it, I will rename it to O. One. So I have a O, and then I'm going to do what with it? That sketch. What should I do with it? I pocket it. So I pocket it through all. So I have a hole. Pocket. That's it there. So I can take this pocket. I select this pocket, and I'll use one advanced tool. I come here. You see these tools here. One is called what? Mirror. One is called linear pattern. One is called what? Polar pattern. And one is called multi-transform. Good. So now you see that we are back in where? Parts design. We are out of SketchUp. So I'll select this pocket now. And then I'll select polar pattern. Select polar pattern. Now you see there's a menu open on the left side. It's going to ask you some questions. Each occurrence is how many holes do I want? Now look at the diagram and count. How many holes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 holes. I type 8. You see the holes, they are evenly distributed. And what is the angle I want it to be mapped across? 360, definitely 360. So I click OK. What do I have? I have a full diagram in beautiful purple. So this is how to complete this one. I think it's relatively simple, and the time frame, we still have some time. So I'll use it to explain some basic tools or things that can give you issues. So for example, you see it's possible that you mistakenly click on this and everything goes away, or you need to come back here is to click on this again. You may mistakenly click on this and then discover that all your holes are not showing. It is because you've selected something at the upper part of your drawing when you were drawing. So we are clicking on the pad here. So you come back and just select the latest thing you do. You see that's there. So another thing is you may not like the arrangement of these tools. This one I've arranged it the way I like it. You can come here, look for one empty spot around, right click, and then you see lock toolbar. My toolbar is locked so that nothing moves about. If you select it, it will unlock the toolbar, and now I can move these things. I can move them around to where I want them to be. Do you understand? I can move them to where I want them to be, and once I'm done, I can lock it back. Or if I click on it, you see very many options here. Some of it you don't need. So in case you cannot find some of your icons, you will not find some of your icons, it's because you've already removed them, and some of you would have removed this part. This is also how you bring it back. If you remove this part or this part, this is how you bring it back. You see, you click on model, you see. So if you click on model, it takes it away, and on your own, so this is how you bring it back and stuff like that. So let's continue. So also you see there's a navigation cube here. This helps you to go top and rotate and to different parts of your drawing. There are also shorter ways of doing this. You can use the the number pad. If I press 0, it goes to isometric view. If I press 1, you see it goes to front, 2, top, 3. I'm pressing the number keys. So, or you can come here. In case you zoom that you don't know where you are anymore, just come here and click on this. It fits the drawing back. Do you get that? and then you can change your view here too. So I want isometric, which is 1. So also, if you are using a mouse, I advise you to come down here. Here, you should click on this and choose Tinkercad. You choose Tinkercad as your navigation option. Or if you are using the touchpad, it may be beneficial to you to use this option. But I would prefer you use Tinkercad because that is what I use. In case you start using there are different ones here, many from different types of CAD drawings. In case you have a CAD drawing experience, you can find one that best suits what you are used to here. But if you are new, just use Tinkercad. It's easier to use and it's intuitive. So I think with that, I can stop this recording, not to make it too long. And if you don't practice, there's no way for you to learn this thing. You understand?